Hello, I'm Areima, and this is a new Survivor Light called Yet Another Zombie Survivors. This one actually comes in a little special, because on top of this being the first time I've ever played this game, we also got a game key for this game from another YouTuber. His name is Goat Force Gaming, and him and his esteemed colleague, A Cup of Coffee, play a whole bunch of roguelikes and roguelites over on his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. You should check him out. He's pretty damn chill. But we haven't played this before, but I have watched his video on it, and it definitely looks like something that is up our alley. It's a pretty hard survivor-like, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Let's get started. Looks like we can choose a starting character here. I have to survive 15 minutes to recruit her, to 100 more zombie bosses to recruit the ghost, and I get a medic. So, let's see, he's ranged, rifle guns, air support, high fire rates, slow, ranged, technical, focus on abilities. You know, I'm going to choose the engineer. Normally I'm not an engineer fan, but I really like the look that the engineer had. Like that, I don't know, it reminds me of like how I look. That's pretty much what I set my character up to look like whenever I played The Division. Looks like we can't change the game mode. Or maybe, oh, here we go. I was moused over something. Okay, so there is a second map now. That's one of the new updates that just came out, called the Vile Wasteland. We have to witness a new dawn, which I think means that we have to beat a mission. It looks like we don't really have a ton of choices right now until we beat a mission, so might as well get in. Looks like it's WASD to move, and we can aim. I don't know if we can actually aim. Also, like, the music in this game so far. It's pretty good. The music in the opening screen really reminded me of, I don't know, it reminded me of a lot of different zombie things, and I think that's really what they're going for. It had kind of like a Resident Evil vibe, crossed with like 7 Days to Die, crossed with like its own little thing. Okay, so we can get an electric turret. Express your inner nerd by erecting a construct pulsing with deadly amounts of electricity. Electrocution. Did I accidentally choose the lightning character? I think I accidentally chose the lightning character. Well then. I'm not going to say I'm sad about that. What just happened? I just took 100 damage. Oh, hey, that's my HP bar at the bottom there. There's a little red circle around me. I will admit, I did watch Goat Force playing this, but most of the time that I watch YouTube nowadays, because of how busy I am, it's off on my right screen, and I'm not actually watching, I'm just kind of listening, and I don't know a ton about this game because of that. I'm going to go ahead and... so these abilities, they're probably on a cooldown, right? I'm not using them on my own. No, I'm not using them on my own. Okay, I see it over there. But I am aiming. Am I aiming? Hold on. So if I aim this way... Nope, it still goes for the closest. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty cool. That was the electrocution thing. I'm definitely going to max out the cooldown on that because that seems good. And I do know that there's going to be survivors and chests at some point that are going to pop up. Is there a way to turn on aiming? Because I actually really like aiming, personally. Manual aim on. Yeah, let's go with leader only. Ooh. There we go. Some interaction. See, I think Survivor likes, in order for them to be what they do, you have to have a balance. These are all upgrades. Let's max out electrocution. You have to have a balance, right? So they can't require too much thought, or else it ruins the point of playing Survivor Life, which is to kind of just chill out and play something that's not as intense as the usual games that we might be playing in this day and age. But at the same time, in order for me to be able to chill out, I need to be able to interact with the game. If I am just sitting there watching the game play itself, I lose interest, actually. That's just kind of who I am. I need to have interaction. I'll grab the taser. Oh, looks like we got some stuff to come interact with. So there's a careful balance between how much interaction you have versus weapon crit chance, sure, versus making it so interactive that it just becomes a normal action RPG at that point, and it starts being too intense to be a game that you relax to. And then we got runners. Then you start treating the Survivor like you treat normal games, and you don't play them for hours on end trying to relax while your brain is dead. You play them as a primary game at that point. And I think at that point, like, sure, it's still a good game, but it's kind of failed the purpose of being one of those games you kind of just chillax to, right? Survivor likes are like kind of a guilty pleasure of mine for sure. Ooh, so we can liberate them and receive a level up, or we can get a new party member. I'm going to be doing something stupid. I'm going to see how far I can get with only one party member. So I'm just curious, like, is all 3 party members required? Is this a, Vampire Survivor situation where if I only grab one weapon, I am going to just be under-leveled without some, like, arcanas or perks or something like that? Or is it possible to get pretty far with only one weapon? I'm going to go ahead and say that it already seems like one weapon is already screwing me a little bit. Because essentially what this means is that since I only have one survivor, I'm only firing one thing right now. But I am still handling the crowd. I'm curious, does EXP disappear? Sometimes EXP disappears in this game, which is in fact, in my opinion, a mistake to make EXP disappear. Let's upgrade the ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do the stupid thing again. I'm gonna save this guy and liberate him, and then upgrade my Tesla. I'm gonna watch the cooldown on my thing over there, and as soon as we get close, there we go. Yeah. I don't know if that was real or not, but it seemed like the music revved up with the multi-kill. And if that is real, that was really cool. I mean, the music's pretty damn hype either way, to be honest. Ooh, I really want that. Nice. How much health do I have right now? That would fully heal me, but what about damage? Oh, you see, I'm running out of upgrades, I think. Oh, that Tesla's turret's pretty cool, actually. I am getting pretty far. What's that star? Killing frenzy. Tell me what it does. I don't see a thing anywhere that might be telling me what it does. I need these chests if we're gonna go solo route here, for sure. Armor. That's really funny. I just realized that I picked up goat milk. It's very appropriate for this particular episode. Ooh, health regen. Those things are very much required for my current plan of action here. I want those upgrades. Thank you. Stone skin. Ooh, I parried that attack. Okay, so there's some sort of armor mechanic around parrying. So maybe that is, kind of like Halls of Torment, where if I have a certain amount of armor, I can, ooh, got a boss. We'll go ahead and, liberate. Take another Lesser turret upgrade. This is working a lot longer than I expected it to. I will admit, I 100% expected that they were going to kill me very, very quickly, with me only running one person, and then, no, okay. And then I was going to just do another quick run afterwards where I played the game the correct way. But so far, they seem to be letting me do this. I say letting, and it's just like, ooh, the power-ups disappear. That's for sure. That power-up was threatening to disappear there. Okay, I definitely need more HP regen. If I get enough HP regen, this is going to be possible. Because realistically speaking, the goal is not to kill zombies. That's not the goal. That is a side objective. The goal is to survive. goal is always to survive. You don't watch The Walking Dead and go, oh, that guy has 900 kills. No, you're like, oh, that guy survived for 3 seasons? Holy crap. This is probably a more boring way of playing, like, for your guys' viewing sake, because I'm not seeing the other characters, but, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to take the challenge. I just couldn't. It was too opportune. Plus now I got all these turrets going. Do I have anything else on the map? I have a little red icon and a blue icon on the map. Should we go figure out what those are? I wonder if red is HP and blue is a magnet? I think I saw that in magnet with blue earlier. Those might be power-ups. If those are subtle indicators of where power-ups are, I'm actually a huge fan of that. It is a magnet. I'm a huge fan of that. Well, is this my only option at this level? How long do we have left? How long is a night? Oh no. If we're already out of upgrades and we're out of progression, how long can this last? Is this going to be a skill thing, or is this going to be a I just straight up get killed because I don't have enough DPS thing? Well, I'll still be able to get some increased damage here. So if this are my last upgrades, I am going to stick near that SOS, and I'm not going to grab it. And we have a reason for that. So the reason is that this SOS gives us an immediate level up, right? And if we can't level anything up anymore, then the goal of the SOS... Ooh, I just did apparently over 9,000 damage in 2 seconds. Cool. The goal of the SOS at this point is going to be, this is going to be a heal. Whenever we... Ooh, that was like a Never Survivor style bat swarm there. There is... Oh, there's a boss there sending the bat swarms at me, I see. It's like a, Resident Evil Witch kind of character. I assume this money is a meta progression thing. So there's probably meta progression in this game, which I have mixed feelings about meta progression. I'm more of a roguelike fan than I am a roguelite fan. I like games to be winnable on their first run. And that meta progression is more for like doing crazy stuff or for making the game a little bit easier and more chill. But remember what I said before about games having to have a balance? Well, I always tend to balance towards the harder. If a game's too easy, then I just get bored, and it no longer is a relaxing experience for me. Drop another... I need another taser bot, please. Thank you. There we go. Oh, there's a chest over there. Okay. We gotta move. We gotta move. Gotta get to that chest. Those chests are our only way of upgrading our character at this point. Also, there's red over there. I think that's another boss then. That's a really quite large boss. Oh, he's got callouts. Got telegraphs. You always know it's a bitter boss whenever they're telegraphing at you. Crit chance is the only way that we can upgrade our damage right now, so we're going to do it right away. And I would like to move back to my little corner where I have a safety heal in case something goes terribly wrong, like getting hit by a whole bunch of unnecessary projectiles. Okay, bait him that way, and then thank you. Fire your gun! Why are you not firing? Am I out of range or something? Okay, I think we're gonna have to fight on the move from this guy, because something's going on and he was not... Horde apparently has evolved. My guy was not firing his gun at the boss. Oh, there are now 3 bosses on my screen. 4 bosses on my screen, sorry. Misspoke. Crit chance, fire rate, okay. Gotta clear a horde, clear the horde. SOS signal detected. It's another free level up, therefore a free heal. Oh, we gotta move, okay. We killed a boss. Got his Killing Frenzy item. Run back in here, grab the heal. Yes, thank you. We don't need the heal from leveling anymore, so we'll grab the money. Nope, don't grab it yet. Don't grab it yet. I wonder if the Horde evolved based on time or based on my personal progress. Apparently, they're killing each other as well. I just got an achievement saying to have the Horde killed some of their own. Ooh, I should have been saving that magnet. That magnet's also a free heal. Think about that. Fire your gun! Okay, so my gun doesn't fire at the bosses for some reason. I don't know if that's an intended thing or if it's a bug. I'm not pressing a button to fire, by the way. It is an auto press kind of thing, kind of situation. So the fact that it's not firing at the boss is not on me. Need some of this precious healing. Dodge that incoming shot there. This is getting a little hectic, for sure. I don't know how long the night is. I do know that the goal is to get to daytime. Okay. Okay. We survived 16 minutes entirely by ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna feel a lot easier now. What's training mean? Oh, this is the meta progression. Okay. So we have 12 training points. Lots more money. Weapons deal more damage. More experience. Well, let's avoid it for now. Start with the engineer again. Start in the isolated city, and we will recruit other people when we get the opportunity. We just had to know. We had to know, okay? I would like to know why my taser gun was not firing at the bosses, though. If I could have cleared out those big guys, I might have been able to survive for maybe another minute. I don't know what comes next after them, but the fact that I wasn't able to tase them, like, can I see my stats on these weapons or something like that? See if there's something I missed. I'll read the weapon next time I open it up. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I wasn't firing at them. We'll take the electrocution because electrocution was just kind of a nice little early game board clear here. Of how fast bosses appear, though, I am happy to report that the ninja-style character, which I kind of wanted to try out, won't take that long to get, so... But if the game was beatable with a single character, I would have probably been like, maybe the game's a little too easy for us to play this more than a couple times on our channel. But it did not let us do that, so we'll take this one. Very chunky. Let's turn that down a little bit. Very chunky sound to his gun there. There we go. That's a little bit better. It was just, I don't know how loud it was for you guys, but I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones while recording, and it sounded like he was firing a gun next to my head. Let's grab some extra abilities here for Nate Trail. Did my circle get bigger whenever I got more people? It seems like it did. So it's a little bit harder to dodge whenever you have more people. Scouter. It's called a Scouter, but it was a VR headset, I just realized. Ooh, helicopter strike. It does mean my characters will get stronger slower, so that's mine, right? Yeah. I had just a tiny bit of PTSD there from Project Zomboid and a helicopter coming in. I'm like, oh no, it's going to attract the swarm. And then I realized, nah, we're already standing in the center of the swarm. This only really helps us at this point. Electrocution should go to maximum as soon as possible because it's very good. Helicopter Strike seems cool. And Electrocution is maxed out already. Now that I have this other guy with me, I can definitely tell that the Killing Frenzy is attack speed, and I think it's also move speed as well. Okay, so we know that these SOSs show up quite frequently, and I don't want to get bogged down by possible choices, so before taking the tank, which is our only other option, we're going to take a level up. And we are going to grab these electric turrets, because it was very, very good. It's probably one of the reasons. I think if I had started with a different character, that solo off there could have actually been a lot harder. But because I played with the CC character here, I handled it very, very well. Just once again proving that lightning is in fact the best answer to any situation. Take a little bit more of the lightning electric turret. Oh, there's a chest up here. These little markers are a little subtle for how much chaos is going on the screen. At least it's a little subtle for me. I have no idea how long this chest has been on the map. I honestly didn't even notice it. Lifesteal chance. That would have been amazing. So far, though, I will say, I mean, I immediately played it again. There's a lot of references to a lot of games that I like. I see, I see some Resident Evil references. I've like already made the reference to Zomboid and 7 Days to Die. So like, this game does bring me a natural sense of joy. If only because it's playing on a genre and a nostalgia that like is already quite good to me. It's kind of like how Hammerwatch being basically D&D made it very easy to play. If I ever made a Bloodborne Survivor like, I probably put 7,000 hours into it. I think it might be still too early to take another character, so I'm going to take more points in Helicopter Strike. I want my current characters to be stronger. And we know that we can survive a pretty long time without 3 characters. We're not even anywhere close. Like, bosses haven't even started. We're not even anywhere close to the point where we need other people's help. We can do this alone, just you and me, Carl. I'm going to name my spot person Carl. You can't stop me. He's still alive in my heart. Worst death ever. Worst death ever. Spoilers. Sorry if you haven't watched it, but it's, everyone dies eventually. You should have seen it coming. We should have all seen it coming. But yeah, no, this game, I would say it does a very good job at being a competent game in its genre. I can't speak too much beyond it be saying incompetent, because I've only played it for, just checked my recording time, 23 minutes now. But, I mean, in the first 23 minutes of a game, I have in fact had games where I'm just like, I'm not going to play this, and I stop the recording, and I just don't play it. So I already know that I'm going to upload this. Even if it weren't for the fact that, our good friends over at Go Force Gaming gave us the keys. I say good friends, but he doesn't know me. I'm just a subscriber to him. Don't think that we're actually friends or anything like that. Not yet, at least. Wink, wink. No, I'm joking. But, he does giveaways all the time, and considering I managed to just, get this in a Goat Force giving way, I was going to play it anyways. At least one episode, because I kind of felt like it was just like one of those things where it's like Providence, right? I sometimes struggle to afford games for my channel. I'm not like doing a call out or anything. I'm just speaking facts, because it costs money to keep up with current games, especially if they're not the games that you were going to buy anyways sometimes. But it was very, very, let's just say, I'm very, very thankful for having won his giveaway. But if you want more free games, you should go check out his channel, because he apparently is going to be trying to give out 100 games. I think he said 100 roguelikes and roguelikes over the course of the year, which is really cool and also really ambitious. And we are going to take a 3rd character, because I've kind of seen what this. Oh, no. That was a really bad situation to be in. I'm going to head over to this red marker over here. I actually feel weaker with two characters. Well, 3 now. But I feel weaker with these characters than I did in my previous run there with only 1 character. That's fascinating. That's not that useful. I need my damage and everything for the boss kill. We don't take dodge chance because that is a survival mechanic. One of the things that's making me feel weaker is that it is much harder to dodge when you have this big of a chunk of body. Ooh, a saw blade drone. I kind of like the SWAT. Let's upgrade your pistol because you're not doing jack diddly all for damage right now. Sit in here for a second. Okay, we're going to take a level up over here because hopefully... Oh, I see. So whenever there's... Oh. Yeah, I actually felt stronger. Okay, we're going to run that back one more time. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer to grab a new person. I'm going to take 3 level ups, let's say. Let's call the number. Still says SOS signal detected. I think that was a leftover from last match. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yes, I will say that this is going to be the first time I've actually announced it. I've technically had this for a couple weeks, but we do in fact have a Patreon now. You can find it in the link of you can find the link of it in the description of any of my videos. There's this cool thing you can do on YouTube where you can like put a default description in there, so it just kind of like hangs out in the bottom of my description of my videos. Don't feel any obligation whatsoever to invest in the Patreon, and I am not going to be doing too much with it. The only reason I really put it up is because I do a lot of research, because I like to take YouTube kind of seriously. Like, it's a hobby for me. It really is. I'm not trying to make money off of it, but at the same time, I want to be successful because I am a competitive person and I compete mostly with myself. So I have to have my channel be successful. And one of the things that I've been looking into is just like, different ways to promote yourself outside of the YouTube algorithm, which is, there's definitely ways to be good, and there's definitely ways to be bad at the YouTube algorithm. And I am learning those, but there's also ways to promote yourself outside of it to kind of get a little bit of a kickstart. And sometimes that kickstart can kind of be this feedback loop of going back into the algorithm and YouTube going, oh, people are interacting with you, so let's show you to more people. Because ironically, some of my most successful videos for like click-through rate, which is basically, that's the number that says, this is how many people have seen my video, and out of those people, here's the percentage of people who chose to click on my video, right? And my most successful videos are not the ones that are the highest click-through rate, which is interesting. It means that's, as far as like what I've been told and what I've been taught so far, it means that my issue is not necessarily having good thumbnails and titles and stuff like that, which is still like something I work on at all times, right? That's still like a very high priority for me. But one of my issues is trying to convince YouTube to show my videos to more people so that more people can click on them. Because the videos that, like, I have one video that has 3,000 views. It only has a 4% click-through rate, which means that it was shown to like, God, I think it was like 30,000 people or something like that, and 2,000 people clicked on it. But I have another video that has a 20% click-through rate, but it was only showed to 40 people. So if it maintained that 20, which is theoretically impossible, but if, let's just say, in a theoretical situation, it had maintained that 20%, and then been shown to 30,000 views, right? 30,000 views would mean that it would have 6,000, or if 30,000 people seeing it with a 20% click-through rate, means it would have had 6,000 views, easily tripling my best video. So there is part of it that like I have to get better, but I also have to convince YouTube that I'm worth their time because I'm a new channel, right? Of course I'm not worth their time. I've only been here for 30 days. I don't make them any money or anything like that. They are running a business at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just have to figure it out. So the whole TLDR there of this long story is that, I've been doing a lot of research and found out that having a Patreon is actually kind of a way of taking things from a different source and bringing them back to YouTube. So I can use my Patreon to be like, hey, I'm advertising on Patreon now too. That's why I do have a Patreon. There's only one subscription there, and it's for a single dollar. And for right now, all you're doing is, like, if any money that comes from there is going to be put into a specific account that is only spent on YouTube. It'll help me pay off some of the things that I've already bought for the sake of this channel and for this hobby, and it'll pay off, you know, future games. And if I ever get successful, then it'll eventually maybe let me quit my job and do this full time, which not really a goal, but if I get there, I might do it anyways because I am really enjoying doing this. This has been a lot of fun for me. Okay, so the next time we already have our Tesla gun, and we're pretty upgraded. The next time we see a survivor, which is right now, we are going to take the SWAT. Because the SWAT had that Roguelite drone, and that sounds really cool. And we're going to take that guy first before taking the chest. But we're a little bit stronger now, so I feel a little bit more... Sorry, the tank. That's the tank with the Roguelite drone. Feel a little bit more confident about having a second person that we have to nurture and level up. I'm going to call you Carl 2.0. I wish I remembered the name of that guy. There was another character who I liked. He got his head cut off at some point, but I can't remember his name right now. He wasn't on for very long, unfortunately. I mean, he was actually on for a really long time, but him as like an adult character wasn't on for very long. If anyone knows who I'm talking about, it was the one that Carol and King kind of like adopted as their son. You're him. Henry. I think it was Henry, yeah. You're Henry. Hate to tell you, Henry, but only one of us survives tonight. Underneath this hood, technically my engineer, I'm gonna go with their Carol. So, good luck, Henry! Wish the best to you. Anyways, ooh, Subblade right. Perfect. Oh, it's an orbital. I like orbitals. Orbitals are very nice. Speaking of Survivor likes, if people are enjoying Survivor likes on the channel, you know, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscription, all that stuff, and specifically comment and let me know that, hey, you know, I really like seeing people play Survivor likes. You know, it might bring a chill, it might be a chill game for you, but wow, I am leveling so much. Let's focus on the Roguelite drone for now. What was I saying? Yeah, so if people are like, hey, you know, this is something I really, really enjoy, and, you know, it might be a chill game for you to play as a YouTuber, but it's also a chill game for me to watch, then, you know, please let me know, because there is actually a lot of Survivor likes that I'd love to showcase. There's some really, really good ones out there. Some of the really good ones I noticed that a lot of people don't seem to know about. And then there's some also really popular ones that I might play as well, because realistically, I do actually play those games. I play them pretty much, you know, every day. They're a very... They're kind of a not, I wouldn't say guilty pleasure, more of just like, they're a relaxing little chill thing to play between playing more serious things, like Armored Core 6 or Hammerwatch or stuff like that. And people seem to be enjoying them, then they can go into the rotation of various roguelikes and roguelites that we are going to be playing. Ooh, reload time. Reload time seems like a good thing. Seems like a very good thing, especially whenever we have a shotgun. I think this guy only fires once per, so reload time is effectively attack speed for him. We have another survivor over here, but we are not going to take it as a survivor. We are definitely going to take it as a level up. Mass out the Tesla lightning gun. That seems like a good idea. And now we're going to work on our tank here for a little bit. And start preemptively moving over towards the health. Once the tank is strong enough, then we will take the last character. But we definitely want to make sure that the tank is heavily down his upgrade tree before we do that. Taking a third character early just seems to kind of... It pollutes and dilutes the upgrade pool too early, and you end up not getting a lot out of it. Plus, we don't really know how long these... Ooh, you don't pick up healing whenever you don't need it. That is not a thing in every game, and I really appreciate it. Ability damage. I assume that's everything other than your main weapon. Ability damage. And we do have a lot in the way of abilities. We have Electrocute, we have the Mine Traps, we have the Saw Blades, and apparently eventually we're going to have actual mines with the tank here as well. I also like the fact that since I put it on primary aim only, our tank kind of just covers our butt sometimes. take that. Sawblade drone is maxed out. Looks like it doesn't get another upgrade. I think maybe your main weapons are the only ones that do this little evolution style upgrade. I do feel pretty strong though, so I think it might be a good time to pick up another character. I think I can safely do that. SWAT, welcome to the team. We only chose you because you were literally the last person we could choose. I did realize though, with the tank and the Electromancer here, forgot his name, so we're going to call him the Electromancer. With Carol and Henry here, we probably could have made it to the end. Considering how far we got with just Carol, there's every possibility that 2 people is enough, where 1 person was not. But we won't know now. We're going to go ahead and upgrade your shotgun, because I still want to focus on finishing 1 person out at a time. And we need to slowly move around this swarm, somewhat avoiding the boss that's in the center there. Make our way over to this chest. These chests are very nice, straight upgrades. This game has less complexity than some of the other Survivor-likes that I play, like Torments and Boobies and stuff like that, but it does do a very good job of just like, I don't know, the Horde itself has a very nice feel to it, if that makes any sense. Like, it's a good amount of density, it's a good amount of differing in tactics and speed, and some games don't really do that right. It's one of the moments where I'm just like, I'm not going to name names, but there's a couple of Survivor-likes out there that I really want to like, and I don't. And it's because of the fact that, like, there's not much difference between runs, is what I'll say. It's like once you figure out an enemy once, every character has the same strategy for how to deal with that enemy at that point. And it makes it so that, like, okay, you beat it once, and you've had really fun time beating it once, and then you just never play it again. And it's unfortunate, because a lot of games, like, are really fun that first time. Oh, come on, he was so close to dead. He thought he was charging me, but realistically speaking, he was just running away. Okay. Your HP bar is not moving as I shoot you, which means that you're not the boss whose HP bar is at the top of my screen. There is yet another boss somewhere with an HP bar at the top of the screen. But we're going to kill you first, because you caused the most issues. Drive their little AoE radius away. There we go. Another boss down. We're going to head over here, pick up this item, and stop running into zombies because of all the move speed we have. Ah, I see the little marker now. There's a boss over here that has their HP bar at the top of the screen. Yeah. There's enough enemies on screen that I am actually just running into enemies sometimes because I don't realize they're there. They're there because of other enemies. Lifesteal chance. Go ahead and kill you. Make our way over to this healing right here. We do have a bigger pickup radius because of having 3 people. Well, that's something. But man, do we really get hit a lot more because of just how much bigger our like hittable hitbox is, our interactable hitbox is. Move our way over to this healing. I apparently wasn't in that. I wonder how long the matches last. How intense this is right now. Feels like they're probably going for the 20-minute mark. Oof. Took a lot of unnecessary hits there. Pump action shotgun. Okay, so that should be a pretty decent damage upgrade for a short bit there. We are uneasily close to defeat. Okay, a little bit more breathing room. And even more breathing room. Very good. We got another chest. Okay. Health chair, plus 150 health. Who needs it? I see the mines going off. Pretty hilarious. So theoretically, since I only have auto aim for the main character turned on, the other characters should be aiming their DPS at whatever's closest? That seems like the logical answer. Ability damage, for sure. Abilities are a major source of damage for us. I like games that have these free level ups in them. Like you have like the Arboreal Blessing from Goobies, and you know, you have elite kills from Halls of Torment. The free levels let you still level up even later into the game whenever the exponential EXP curves have gotten to the point where it doesn't really matter how many things you're killing, you're just not leveling anymore. I am noticing that there's a very strong strategy to stay near a wall, because these walls are actually preventing the zombies from approaching us on all sides. Walls in other games tend to be a little more dangerous, so I've been avoiding them. It also helps because we can keep our traps going, especially when there's no bosses. I do see that there's a survivor over there, though. I want this. Search the... And we're going to take this, which should level us. Yes, it did. I think we took our SWAT guy too soon. I think in the future, I might actually, like, max out each character. Like, completely max out a character before grabbing a subsequent one. There's the pump action shotgun maxed out, unless it has another evolution. There's a chest over there. I should really move towards that chest. And an SOS. Okay, yeah, that's even more reason to move this way. I want this, though. Ooh. Okay, just reset the cooldown. I shouldn't have grabbed both. I wasn't sure if grabbing 2 Killing Frenzies was going to, like, make the duration twice as long, but I did actually watch the cooldown. Unfortunately, it just reset. It wasn't, like, longer or anything like that. So realistically speaking, it's a good idea to grab it shortly after the first one ends. Weapon rate and move speed is better than just weapon rate, I think. 3 copies of the same item, apparently. I must have had the same choice quite often. The helicopter strike is going to be more DPS over a larger area, and we're not having trouble with single target damage right now, so we're going to go for the helicopter strike. We need you to put down some turrets in some better locations. Speaking of, I see that there's a boss. Give single target damage, that is. I see that there's a boss nearby. I did just notice that you can put mines, look over there, you can put mines in the wall, so there is a downside to being near the wall as well, which is that some of my mines are not going to be useful. I really thought that call out there was a bad thing, but no, it was our helicopter. I think we need to move. This is not a good corner for us anymore. Maybe find some resources out here in the wild. Oof. No, 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 no. This is too soon. Too soon. Come on, Carol. Come on, Henry. I believe in you. Carl, you're here too. I'm joking. Carl was one of my favorite characters. Eventually. Kind of a... I jumped when I saw the helicopter. Game's tense. It is not... This is not Goobies. This is not a relaxing game. This is a tense game, and I will have to admit, I'm I'm really liking it. Like, I'm really having to pay attention here. There's a lot going on. It has made my commentary probably very dull, but like, oh boy, it is. Oh man, I am on the absolute edge of defeat at this point. We killed a boss with the help of another boss, apparently. Got an achievement, I'm saying, so. Some life up here. And some more life. I don't like going this way because we're going towards the isometric screen, which means I can't see what's in front of me. There's some chests over here, so we don't have a choice. Magnet range. Ability cooldown. I really want to get that health, but I don't want to spend any health getting it. Whew. Okay, we have a moment of peace here. The Horde seems to have slightly abated in the favor of having bosses, which are less threatening. You might be like, Areima, why are the bosses less threatening? And I'm just like, well, the bosses only attack you a few times. The enemies, you might kill a lot of them. But a lot of times, you're just going to get taken out by sheer volume and number. The bosses don't have volume and number. Ooh, that was a tight squeeze. I think, in fact, I was a failure as far as tight squeezes go. I'm pretty sure I took a hit there. I really wanted to come back here and grab this, though. There we go. Maxed out the helicopter. And I think I killed a boss, too. Ooh. The maxed out helicopter is so fast that it's actually, like, firing multiple helicopters, technically. Come on. Yep. Yep. And full HP. In the middle of all of this chaos, I'm at full HP. That feels good. We're gonna just like sit in the helicopter's radius here and drag bosses into it. Have like a weird aggressive skill shot. Means that the duration of the helicopter was effectively much longer. We're keeping them on target for longer by manipulating the targets themselves. Grab that HP. I want the survivor. The free level up. Okay, got it. Minefields and ability. We're gonna focus some more on abilities because that's what we got. Ooh, that's a bad helicopter. That's not gonna help me much. More minefield. Get this item very quickly. Weapon damage doesn't help us too much. Weapon crit doesn't help us too much. Can I reroll? What does happiness do? What does happiness do? I don't see the happiness stat over here. I guess it doesn't matter. We have another rank of home invasion, which we're going to take instead. Why wasn't that chest opening? Oh, because I won. Huh. 20 minutes. Well, that was fun. It looks like we unlocked the Huntress. Let's go back to the menu and see what the unlock conditions of the other characters are. So we have to kill 72 more bosses and 67 more health packs. But here's the Huntress. Wait, rank 1? Oh, look at that. Hold on, hold on. Can I see this of how... So, if I kill a certain number of zombies, with this survivor as the leader, I unlock new abilities? Interesting. So So we want her as like our lead then, because she's going to be my archer. And she looks like she has some sort of explosive arrow and an ice arrow. Anyways, this episode ran way longer than I expected it to, because honestly, I was just having a blast. If you guys have liked it, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscription, all that stuff. Just helps out with the YouTube algorithm, getting our channel noticed, and makes me a little happy inside. But I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.